So today's objective is to introduce you to a home that's in a 10 out of 10 school district, Walton High School in Marietta, Georgia. But the home needs a lot of TLC, okay? It needs a complete gut job in homes like this. Sometimes location is all that you need, okay? So stay tuned for this jewel that's in East Cobb. I know you all are judging me already. I just need you to hear me out, okay? You gotta have a vision for this one. I think that's the issue in today's market, is that we don't want a fixer-upper. We can't see the value past the decor. Now, this home is a complete gut job built in 1980, but guess where we are? Still in the Walton School District, okay? So this one's only $510,000. So let's say you didn't have the $1 million plus for a modern new build, where I'm giving you some other options to still get your children in a great school district, but you have to put a little elbow grease into it, okay? So as we're coming into the building, or I'm sorry, into the home, you can see that we have a standard room off to the left. I wouldn't call it the dining room because there's no light here, but it is a great flex space. The carpet has seen better days, okay? Let's just go ahead and say we have to rip the carpet out. It needs painting, and we have these wooden windows. So those are gonna need to be replaced eventually with vinyl windows, because wood rot and things like that will start to sit in, okay? So there's the entryway, and the floors are very 1980s, okay, for those of you who enjoyed that time period. Maybe you love these windows, I don't know, but that's what we have, okay? So again, complete gut job. Everything is original, but guess what? You get that school district and you get a great price for a great neighborhood and location. So we have the wallpaper here, okay? You can see that. Very, very dated, right? Also, this fixture here gives very 1980s, even with the medallion there, you know? And then we have these same floors. So this is a great space. I'm looking at the square footage, and it just needs what? Paint. We definitely need to bring, you know, that, or take that off, just rip out the border. That's what we call it, wallpaper border. And of course, update the lighting. And this also, this print, how many of y'all have this print in your home now or grew up with it, right? You remember the fancy paint design? So that's what we're dealing with in this property. But again, same 10 out of 10 school district as some of the previous homes that I showed you for the Walton School District. So this kitchen, wow, very dated, right? You see the green countertops there. All right, there's your cabinetry. We know these are not soft close. I know you all love soft close. This is not the case, but that's okay. This would be a labor of love for someone who had a great contractor, and you could have someone come in here and gut it. Because again, the space is here for this kitchen. It just needs to be modernized. You need to come in with a vision, and this could be a great place. Again, we're talking about a third of the budget for some of the other homes that we saw. But look at all this counter space. Everything needs to be updated, but this is great space for this particular kitchen. Just your standard range right there, okay? And then we have the backyard, in which we'll go and take a look at later. I want to go this way and show you all. This is a bathroom. Wallpaper definitely needs to be replaced. Easy breezy, just rip that off. That's a weekend project, okay? All right, this is the living space. You see that? Lots of, what's that, like stonework? Check out this fireplace. Lots of stonework there, okay? Try to give you an overall view of this space, show you how big it is. Then there is some woodwork here that's really pretty, but at this point, we're gutting the whole thing, right? Because I know you all hate this wallpaper, has to go. So this is the living space. So when you look at the multiple rooms on this level, it's not a bad home. It just needs to be gutted. And this one has been on the market for a while, so you probably could get a good deal for it. And then, like I said, put money into making it what you want to be versus paying for somebody else's vision, okay? All right, let's go up to level 2. Okay, now it's time for progress report. All right, give me my grade. Go down to the comment section. Tell me, how am I doing? 0 to 100. Now listen, before you give me an F, This home is shown to you because of its potential and amazing location. It needs your creativity, it needs your TLC, but it's affordable. So we're looking at 510 versus the million plus properties that I showed you in this same location. So let me know how I'm doing. Do you see the vision? Do you see what this home could possibly be? Let me know. If you have not subscribed or liked this video, please do so. We would love to see and have your support, but stay tuned because at the end, I'm going to show you my house highlight, which is my favorite part of this episode. It's where I show you something that I think is very unique in the home. So stay tuned. Okay, as I said before, the carpet has seen better days. So just go ahead and get your mind wrapped around ripping the entire floor up and maybe doing like an LVP or hardwood. I think this home is very charming because you all know I like late 1900 early built homes anyway. I think they have good character. This one just, I'll say it needs a little TLC and maintenance. I don't think anyone has lived here in a while, so there's lots to be done. But look at this primary suite. This is a whole unit here. I'm sure you all would want that ripped out, but it's not a bad unit. And then there's a television, then they have a little sitting area there. But again, the carpet definitely needs to come up. Good paint job. And again, if your budget is limited, these are some of the things you'll have to do when you're purchasing in certain zip codes, okay? So there's your tub, old school jetted tub, but I bet it still works. That's one thing about appliances from the 80s and 90s and early 2000s. They last forever. Now, maybe. Okay, so that's your shower. Not too shabby. Let's see what we have on the other side. Okay, I know you all are already saying, oh, I know what color I would paint that space, or I know what floors I'll put there. That's how you should think about it and add the equity yourself. Typical linen closet, another linen closet. One thing about these homes too, they have great storage space, okay? This room is a bit small, like it would be a craft room or an activity room. It's not very large, neither is the closet, but it's nice, okay? And then we have 2 bedrooms here. Remember, all it takes to make a bedroom is a window, closet, door, 4 walls. All right, nice space. And then right next door is another space, pretty similar sizes, okay? All right, so that is your second floor. So now it's time for pop quiz, okay? Let's learn something new today. Go to the comment section and answer this question. This house needs to be gutted. You have to hire a team of contractors. However, if you call TesHarra, your trusted realtor, I have contractors for you. But if you're in a different state, different area, you gotta get someone to gut this place, right? What are the 3 main questions that you should ask every contractor before hiring them? Go to the comment section. If you don't want to do 3, do 1 or 2. What is the most important thing you should ask them when hiring contractors? And if you've had a terrible experience with a contractor, share that with me in the comment section. I would love to discuss it because they are difficult to find good ones, but there are some questions that will save you some headaches. Head to the comment section. Let's talk about contractors because boy, will we need one. So now you've made it to the end of the video and it's time for our house highlight. Now I'm going to be honest with you. This home, to me, the renovations, the vision, what it could be, the value you could add, that's the highlight. Every now and then, I like to find a diamond in the rough that can be brought up to the current time and add value for the buyer. That's this property. So the highlight is, I found you something on sale. I found you something that you can add your vision to and make it what you would like for it to be, your finishes, your touches. And I got you in the #1 school system, Walton High School, okay? So I think I nailed it. That's your highlight. Tell me what you think. I would be remiss if I did not remind you that I want to be your trusted realtor for all things real estate in Metro Atlanta. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing, give me a call. If you want a free consultation so we can see if we're a good fit for each other, head over to my description box. There's a link that you can click to set up a time for us to meet. This concludes another wonderful episode of Homework with TesHarra. I hope to see you here again next Thursday. Until then, class is dismissed.